If you've been taking creatine every day and your strength still isn't going up, listen carefully because this right here is where most gym guys get stuck without even realizing it. You're showing up, you're lifting hard, you're doing what everyone says works. Yet the progress feels slower than it should. And sometimes your body just feels off. Not injured, not sick, just not right. And here's the scary part. Most people assume this is normal, so they keep going, week after week, month after month. Some guys, even years, never questioning it. But there's one small habit with creatine. It looks harmless, it feels safe. Nobody warns you about it. And quietly, it messes with your results. Until one day, you're not blaming the habit anymore. You're blaming your genetics, your program, or worse, your own body. Here's where it quietly gets worse. When your strength doesn't move, you don't just feel frustrated. You start changing things that doesn't need changing. You push harder in the gym. You add extra sets. Maybe you even start chasing every new supplement promising gains. Some guys start doubting every lift, wondering if their muscles just can't grow. Others blame genetics. And a lot of people, they just ignore the signs and grind through it. And that's how a simple stall turns into wasted months, bad habits, and a body that feels more tired than stronger. All while thinking you're disciplined, when in reality, you're actually sabotaging yourself. The problem with creatine is that once you've taken it for a while, you stop paying attention. You scoop it, you drink it, and you don't think twice. Even when your stomach feels heavy, your muscles feel more watery than strong, or your pumps don't feel the way they used to, you tell yourself it's normal, that creatine is basic, that details like when or how you take it can't really matter that much. And slowly, without realizing it, you stop questioning the routine altogether. That's the blind spot. Not that you're doing something crazy wrong, but that you're confident enough to stop checking whether it's actually working for your body. This is usually where the worry kicks in, because once your body feels off, your mind jumps straight to health. You hear things about creatine and kidneys, digestion, long-term damage, and suddenly every bloated day or weird workout feels like a red flag. The truth is, creatine has been studied for decades, and for healthy people, it isn't the danger it's often made out to be. But here's what almost nobody explains. Those small things you brush off, digestion not feeling right, water sitting differently, energy feeling flat, they aren't random side effects. They're feedback. And most people completely miss that feedback. They keep the same routine and never realize their body has been trying to tell them something long before real problems ever show up. If you've been taking creatine consistently and something still feels off, it usually comes down to one mistake almost nobody talks about, because it looks harmless. It's not about taking too much, and it's not about creatine being bad. It's the habit of taking it on autopilot without ever paying attention to how your body responds. Same scoop, same routine, day after day. Not because consistency is wrong, but because nothing's being adjusted when signals show up. That's why two people can take the same creatine and get completely different results, and why fixing this one overlooked habit is often the moment creatine finally starts to feel like it's actually working. Here's what that autopilot habit actually does. When you take creatine without paying attention to when you're taking it, how hydrated you are, or how your body reacts, it stops feeling like a performance tool and starts feeling random. Creatine works by pulling water into muscle cells. That's what helps strength and recovery, when your body is set up for it. But if hydration is low, digestion is stressed, or you're just throwing it in at random times without consistency around training, that same process can leave you feeling heavy, bloated, flat, or even weaker than expected. So instead of steady progress, you get inconsistency. Some days good, some days off. And you assume that's normal. It's not. That inconsistency is feedback. So here's the reset most people need. First, you don't need to overcomplicate creatine. For most people, 3 to 5 grams per day is enough. No aggressive loading phase required unless you want faster saturation. And even then, it's optional, not mandatory. Second, timing isn't magic, but it isn't irrelevant either. Taking creatine consistently around your training window or at the same point in your daily routine with proper hydration helps your body respond more predictably. And third, water matters more than people think. Creatine pulls water into muscle cells. If you're underhydrated, that same mechanism can leave you feeling flat or bloated instead of strong. None of this is extreme. It's simple. Steady daily dose, consistent timing, proper hydration, and paying attention to how your body responds over weeks, not days. Here's the part nobody talks about. It's not that creatine stopped working, it's that you stopped respecting it. Somewhere along the way, it became automatic. No thought, no intention, just another scoop in the routine. And when something becomes automatic, you stop optimizing it. But one small shift changes everything. Not a new brand, not a bigger dose, not stacking 5 other supplements, just alignment. Creatine works best when your body is ready to use it, when hydration is consistent, when sodium isn't all over the place, when you're pairing it with food that supports absorption, when your training is progressive instead of random, when sleep isn't sabotaging recovery. Most people think creatine builds strength. It doesn't. Creatine gives you the capacity to express strength if the rest of your system supports it. That's the difference. When you take it daily instead of cycling on and off randomly, when you drink enough water so it pulls into the muscle, not just under the skin, when your carbs are steady instead of chaotic, when your training has direction. Suddenly, your pumps feel fuller, not bloated. Your reps move cleaner, your recovery feels real, your strength climbs quietly again. No hype, no magic, just alignment. And here's what's interesting. The moment you fix the small things, you realize it was never about creatine being weak. It was about assuming the basics didn't matter. The guys who see the best long-term results aren't chasing the newest supplement. They're the ones who respect the fundamentals long after the excitement fades. Creatine is simple, but simple doesn't mean casual. Treat it like it matters, and it will. That's the shift. Here's what separates the guys who transform from the ones who just work out. They stay consistent long enough to let simple things compound. Creatine isn't a pre-workout. It's not a stimulant. It's not something you feel instantly. It's something that builds quietly in the background, day after day, week after week. And that's exactly why most people sabotage it. They expect fireworks. When they don't feel anything dramatic, they assume it's not doing much. So they skip days, they forget doses, they stop for 2 weeks, they restart, they change brands, they overthink it. And then they say, creatine doesn't really do much for me. But here's the truth. Creatine rewards discipline, not emotion. It works best when you take it the same way you brush your teeth. No drama, no debate, no motivation. Because what it's really doing is building a foundation. It helps you squeeze out that extra rep, that extra 2.5 kilos, that slightly better recovery between sessions. And those tiny edges, they stack. 1 extra rep today becomes 10 more kilos on your lift 6 months from now. Better recovery today becomes 1 more quality workout every week. More quality workouts become visible change. That's the long game. The guys who quit early chase intensity. The guys who win chase consistency. Creatine isn't flashy, it's dependable. And if you pair it with steady training, enough protein, real sleep, and patience, it becomes one of the few supplements that actually earns its place. Not because it feels powerful, but because it quietly compounds. And in the gym and in life, compounding always wins. If this cleared things up for you, hit the like button so more people stop making this mistake. If you're serious about training smarter, not just harder, subscribe. That's what this channel's about. And I want to hear from you. Have you been taking creatine consistently, or were you on autopilot? Drop a comment below and tell me what you noticed. I read them. Train smart, stay consistent. I'll see you in the next one.